Hello and welcome back to Mojo Dojo here at Relentless Training Concepts in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Today what we're going to do is we're going to talk about belts. What's the deal with belts? I mean, you know, you see red belts and brown belts and camo belts and red and white belts. What's all this mean? Why do martial artists insist and have this big deal about belts? Well, you know, the reality of things is that the belt system was really started by the man that founded judo, and his name is Jigoro Kano. And Kano-san started it with just black and white. And he was an educator. And what he did is he educated people, and he found the way to best designate the student was the white belt, and the instructor was the black belt. So, as an educator, he found that this was a good way to kind of show who's teaching, who the student is. There's really no cultural significance for many martial arts that have belts now. What happens is that most systems saw something that worked and they used it. And especially since the 60s, I would say, is that most Americans in particular, and Europeans as well, associated martial arts with the black belt. You know, so what is important in our Western culture about belt systems is that they give us good short-term goals. I mean, for most people, if I said, hey, we're going to really work on these skills and these particular skill sets, and you know, in about 5 years, you know, you might be good enough to teach, but there's going to be nothing really to point it out to you what the deal is. So we've really developed a whole system, we being the culture of the West, and my culture is that of the United States, a whole system of mystique about black belts. Do I believe black belts are important? Absolutely. If your system doesn't use any form of belt, you know, that doesn't matter. What matters is that we try here in our martial arts school to give people attainable short-term goals that are gradually building to this long-term goal. And really, in the systems that I study, black belt is just the beginning. And I would say that that's the truth with most systems. So don't get hung up on belts. Just remember that when you get that black belt, that's just the first step. In fact, that's exactly what it meant when Jigoro Kano first started handing out black belts. He called it the first step, and the second degree black belt was the second step. And that you're just beginning a path which will only go further and further and further in life. So, you know, what colors each school hands out, that's up to the school. Whatever significance they attach to it. And a lot of them will attach certain significances and certain symbolicness to the color of each belt. But really, historically, it's not that old. About the 19th century. Anyway, that's pretty much all we're going to talk about today. I appreciate your attentiveness. We're going to have another blog next week. Come back and listen to us. And if you have any questions about the martial arts, feel free to email me at www.relentlesstrainingconcepts.com, also relentlessmartialarts.com. You can reach me directly by email at relentlesstrainingconcepts@gmail.com, as well as I have a Twitter account, so just tweet me, whatever you need. All right? I'm accessible, so if you've got a question about the martial arts, whatever it is, I'll try to answer it. All right, thanks.